The Range Rover Sport is a very interesting and unusual vehicle. It offers superior handling and overall performance on the road, but is also a very capable off-pavement warrior. Quite a rare combination. This all-new vehicle from the folks at Land Rover is smaller and more nimble than the traditional Range Rover. Our test vehicle was powered by a 4.4-liter V8 engine, putting out 300 horsepower and 315 pound-feet of torque. There's also a supercharged 4.2-liter V8 available, putting out about 30% more power. The only transmission available is a 6-speed automatic with sport and manual modes, and we found it to work quite well in our normally aspirated model. Good power was delivered smoothly to the full-time four-wheel drive system, and we achieved fuel mileage of just under 15 miles per gallon in our driving. The wide tires and hunkered-down looks of the Range Rover Sport give expectations of seriously sporty handling, and this is one SUV that doesn't disappoint when the road turns curvy. It delivers a solid, flat cornering stance with plenty of grip and accurate steering responses, and is great fun on the twisty back roads. While this sort of handling isn't unheard of in SUVs that are designed more for highway use than rough terrain driving, it is very unusual to find these attributes coupled to serious off-road capabilities. With the Range Rover Sport's adjustable height air suspension, terrain response system, and dual range transfer case, it's ready to step over some pretty formidable obstacles with ease. It feels confident and sure-footed in surprisingly tough conditions, given its sports car performance on the pavement. Land Rover's terrain response system adjusts the suspension, braking, engine response, and stability, traction, and anti-lock braking systems, as well as the center and rear differentials and hill descent control to maximize the Range Rover Sport's ability in various conditions. A twist of a dial on the center console to the appropriate setting for the driving situation allows all systems to work in harmony for the best performance and safety. The ride of the Sport is on the firm side, both on and off pavement, but certainly not objectionable for the kind of handling prowess it displays. As you'd expect in any Range Rover, the interior of the Sport is luxurious and comfortable. Supportive leather seats hold you firmly in place for high-speed cornering or off-road adventures, and the high seating position and generous glass area give you a good view of your surroundings. We would like to have larger outside mirrors, though. Niceties like a tilting, telescoping steering wheel containing auxiliary radio controls, dual-zone climate control, a video entertainment system, a trip computer, and a navigation system add to the convenience and comfort inside the Range Rover Sport. Very capable on-road performer, a real sports car type performer, and you would definitely not expect the kind of off-road ability that it has. Raising up the suspension and adjusting the terrain response system and so forth allows you to tackle some really tough stuff that you would never in a million years think that you'd be able to drive on with a vehicle that has the kind of off or on-road performance rather that this vehicle has. The ride on-road is pretty good. The ride off-road is it's good, but it's not as supple as you find in a lot of other off-road vehicles, probably mainly due to the 50 series tires that it's using. I would say that if you're really interested in on-road sporty performance, but you still need serious off-road capabilities, this is a great vehicle. If, however, you spend more time out in the outback, as it were, and driving on really rough roads,
You might prefer to have the regular Range Rover or the LR3 as opposed to this because of the more agreeable off-road ride characteristics, and of course in those you're giving up some of the sporty demeanor. But a characteristic that I've found with Land Rovers and Range Rovers of the past was that they were vehicles that really didn't like to be rushed. They had great capabilities and good road manners, but they weren't happy if you were rushing them along. This vehicle, it wants to race. Whether you're on the road or off the road, it's ready to race. So it's a pretty cool and interesting vehicle.
Pricing for the Range Rover Sport starts at a bit over $56,000, and our test model came in with a sticker of right around $61,000. We see the Range Rover Sport as a vehicle for someone who wants a performance-oriented SUV with outstanding high-speed handling, but one that's still ready to tackle very rugged terrain. Again, that is an unusual combination, but if that's what you'd like, get down to your Land Rover dealer to check out the Range Rover Sport.